It's just a chicken. That's what I told myself the other day after I found her. But the truth is, losing her, it broke my heart. It left me so, so sad. And in that moment of feeling that sadness, I heard this little voice in my head like, Lori, why are you so upset? Don't be upset. It's just a chicken. There's so many other things in this world to be upset about, but losing a chicken is not one of them. And that's when I realized that I think we all have this voice in our head. And we tell ourselves this type of lie every day. Because if you've ever felt grief was silly or just not important enough, well, then this video is for you. And because I want to talk about why we need to stop trivializing grief and what my sweet little lady taught me about healing. So for those of you who have watched any of my videos, I won't say every video, but often I talk about my chickens. They really do bring me a lot of joy. They're just part of my daily routine. And they just all have these cute little personalities. And I just love following them. And they're part of my everyday life. But let me bring you back to the moment. It was this past Wednesday, and I was just getting home from the lake. And I was emptying my car, putting the food in the refrigerator. But like I typically do when heading from the garage into the house, I poke my head out the breezeway and I usually say something to them. And the sound of my voice makes them all come running towards that end of the corral. And I noticed she wasn't there, but again, didn't think too much of it because sometimes they're out doing a dust bath or they're in the nesting box. So no big deal. So I gathered all the feed and everything I needed to go out to the corral. And first thing I did is I checked the large coop because I assumed she was inside a nesting box. But she wasn't. So at that moment in time, when I didn't see her there, I knew. I just knew. Because consistently, they come running every time I appear. So we have this other smaller coop that we use when we're integrating new chicks with the larger chicks. And the door was just ajar a little bit. And I couldn't even open it because I saw her little feet. But I just kept telling myself, it's okay, it'll be okay. You know, she's just a chicken. I just wanted to dismiss it, right? Because that's what we're told to do. It's like if it's not big enough, then we're not allowed to feel grief over something. And like it's not like we can't justify our pain. But here's the truth I've learned. And this is what I wanted to share with you. Grief is not selective. It does not discriminate. It doesn't say the animal has to be a certain species or a certain size for you to feel grief over it. It doesn't have to be a certain situation for you to be upset about something. If you feel grief inside, if that's a natural emotion or something you're feeling, then you need to feel that. It's a natural human response. It's what sets us apart. We should be allowed to feel it without feeling guilty about feeling the grief. And I know my chicken is just a chicken to most. I understand that. But to me, she was so much more than that. Again, she was part of my everyday. They all are. They're a part of the rhythm of my life. I have to take care of them on the daily. I go out there every day. And I see each one of them. And each one of them has its own personality. And honestly, her loss has just left a hole in my heart. And I know some of you may just be rolling your eyes. But hear me, this is bigger than that. It's bigger than a chicken. What I've realized is when we suppress our grief, when we tell ourselves it's not worth it, or I shouldn't feel this way, that does not actually make the pain go away. It could actually come out in very dangerous ways. That dis-ease will come out in our body in other ways. It'll come out as discomfort in other ways, whether it's a shoulder problem, a neck problem, a stomach problem. And if it goes on long enough, could even do a lot more damage than that. And especially if years go by and you've never dealt with this grief, you may not even know why you have these aches and pains. If anybody's ever read the book, The Body Keeps the Score, great book, and it talks about this. This is one of the things it talks about. But unexpressed grief does not disappear. It doesn't evaporate just because we feel it's not important enough. It will go somewhere. It can become very heavy and impact our life, impact our days, impact our physical well-being. So what my sweet lady reminded me of, and this is the lesson I want to share with you, it's okay to feel your feelings, all of them, no matter how small or trivial we feel they are, or the loss might seem to others, or even that critical voice in our own head, if it causes you sadness or anger or confusion or loneliness, emptiness, those feelings are valid. They are real. Give yourself permission to sit with that sadness. Acknowledge the hole that's been left behind. Talk about it if you feel called to. Cry over it. Allow yourself to cry. Because only by truly feeling those emotions, can we begin to process them, to move through them, and eventually be able to heal and leave them behind in a healthy way. And maybe you've felt this too. Maybe you've grieved, and maybe you've grieved the end of a friendship or the loss of a job, or maybe you lost a pet and somebody said, just replace it, just get another job. That friendship wasn't that important anyways. Or maybe it was a dream. Maybe you lost a dream and people said, oh, don't worry about it, it's unrealistic, just move on. Those are all valid feelings. They're all a loss. It doesn't just have to be an animal or what. Your feelings matter. Your connections matter. Your grief, all of it, big, small, it all matters. Our connections are profound. It's what sets us apart. And I think I've learned from this that it's just helped me realize, maybe open my eyes a little bit, that even if I don't understand somebody's feelings, whether it's a friend or a coworker, doesn't mean that their feelings are not valid and that their grief is not real. We need to honor that. I'm not saying wallow in it, but I'm saying acknowledge it, feel it, and let it go. Don't suppress it. Just give yourself permission. It's a profound act of self-love, and it's a step towards peace and healing. So I invite you today, in your own life, to check in with yourself. Is there some grief that you never actually allowed yourself to feel because you felt it was too trivial, or somebody else said it's not important? Practice emotional honesty. Be honest with yourself. And if there is, acknowledge it. Say it out loud, and then allow yourself to feel the emotions and then heal from it. In a world where I feel it's just trying to harden our hearts on the daily, we need to learn to take steps to keep our hearts open and to keep them soft and available for others and not shut down. And that is how we will heal. And that's how we stay authentic, and that's how we stay human. It's what's going to set us apart from AI is our feelings and our emotions. So don't overlook them. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to just take a few moments and share this with you. I just felt it was profound, and I think sometimes we need to be reminded that it's okay to feel. It's okay to be sad, and allow ourselves the time and the grace and the permission to heal. You're enough just the way you are. Remember that. Until I talk to you next time, I love you.
You are my shelter from the storm. You keep me safe inside your wings. You are my comfort when life gets hard. You lead me to water to drink. And now I trust your